Hey Barbies and Kens. Today for you guys I'm going to do a video that I want to say in the back of my head I've done for you before, and when I looked back on my channel I saw one that was like cleaning my dermals, but I never saw anything that like got in depth like about taking care of dermals or getting dermals in general, so I figured I would share with you my experience in getting dermals that I have in my back. So when I went to get my dermals, I didn't even know I was getting my dermals that day. At the time, I was a waitress. I was making really great money and quick. So I wanted to get my first tattoo at a time where I knew I had the money to get one. So I woke up that morning and knew exactly that I wanted Barbie on my lower back because I didn't at that time want visible tattoos on my legs or anywhere that people would see them. Now, obviously I don't care anymore, but little innocent 19-year-old me was like, yeah, cover them. So I called the one place that took walk-ins and the girl seemed psyched about doing it, so I went. So when I went to get my tattoo, she like drew it up really quick because it was easy, because I was just getting, you know, the Barbie font and everything. And at the time I was seeing this guy and I had him go with me to hold my hand because I was such a little baby. So after getting that tattoo, I've seen people, I had a friend at the time who had dermals. It was just like, I like dermals, I like the look of them, but I was told that if you had them right here, they come out, they get stuck on your clothes. If you have them here, they get stuck on bracelets, they come out. If you have them here, they get stuck on clothes. So it's like, where would I get mine? My back dimples to begin with were always very precise and pushed in. They were always like, you would look at it and you could tell that they were just pushed in. So I always thought, well, if they're already like pushed in and they look like that, a little diamond would sit like perfect in it. So after getting my first tattoo, I had an adrenaline rush I've never had before. I was like, yeah, 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 yeah. And then I said to my friend, I'm like, hey, I'm getting my dermals. And he was like, really? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go get them. So he's kind of like explaining what he's gonna do, and I'm like not even listening. I'm like, oh, I'm getting my dermals. I was just so excited. I didn't even care to even listen to what he was saying to me. And I laid down flat on my stomach and he went to do it. And the first one was so painful. Let me tell you guys, dermals are painful. Don't let people fool you and say, oh, they're not. They're quick, but they're painful little things, especially when they're in a little hole like my back dimple. So that was super painful for me. And then I remember doing the second one, I flinched my leg into the wall because it was so painful, and I didn't mean to, but it was just, ugh. And I seriously think to this day I kind of have issues with that one because I moved, and I think that's the reason why I have the issues with it. But after getting the dermals, the healing process took like a month to 2 months. If I hit it off of anything, either one of them I went for, because if you guys don't know anything about a dermal, it's pretty much, actually wait, I can show you the piece. So this is what the first ones I had in my back look like. And let me just flip it over. So you can see it has a screwed end. So when you get a dermal, there's kind of like a piece, let's say like this, sticking up, but it's open and that just kind of screws into it. The skin heals around it and it's implanted in your skin. Now, I know this freaks out a lot of people, and to get them removed, you have to get them surgically taken out, which I know that startles a lot of people too, but I can honestly say I went to a piercer. He is amazing. He did my nose. He's great. This guy is fantastic, who did my dermals. Like, I am so happy with his work. It was clean. I've never had an infection that was so bad that something bad was gonna happen. He's great. He's amazing. For people wanting to get them done, go to somebody that you know is good and professional. I paid $90 each. Now, at the time when I got them, it was a new thing. People had to go get their license. And the guy who did mine, I believe, was the first or second in Pennsylvania to get his license to do dermals. So he was very clean. It was, you know, it was pricey because the work that was being done was very, you know, he had to get training how to do it. And that's insane to me. But, like, I don't know. I'm very confident about his work that he does, and I know I had a friend at the time who got her dermals done for $20 each, so $40. They flew right out of her skin. They rejected. So it's like, why put yourself through that? I mean, it is painful. Get it done once. Go to someone who knows what they're doing. I have a super old video on my channel from when I first got it done, but I have a friend of mine, old friend of mine, Jason, cleaning the dermals and showing how to do it because he had them himself. himself. Yeah, once. Okay. And he's showing how to clean them and stuff. And he does use, because the one had a little infection when I was talking about the left one, he used a little bit of peroxide. Piercers will tell you don't use peroxide. I say if you know you're in pain, it's healed and stuff, and you have an infection, I've used here. I use it on my piercings, my belly button, if I know, that I want to do a good clean. Not all the time, because it dries your skin out, but enough to get, the bacteria out, or if there would be an infection or something starting. I would say never change your dermal piercing out yourself. The top, I would say go to a piercer. I know there's stuff you could do it yourself, but again, it's an expensive piercing depending where you go, and it's touchy. It really is. I mean, I know so many people, like I said, that got them stuck on belt loops and just stupid crap. Oh yeah, and I brought the peroxide out before. I totally forgot to show you guys. This is just like a peroxide from the dollar store. I just use it to clean out my piercings, or even like when I had gauges, I would just like drop it in with it. It would clean them. But yeah, it's just a topical one, and it's nothing like fancy, but I really think peroxide is good for piercings. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and kind of learned something you didn't know before about dermal piercings and the touchiness of them, but also like the beautifulness of them. I think they're gorgeous. I love them. I love mine to death. If you guys liked it, please thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more videos every single day. If there's a topic or something that you want to see down below, just send it to me on Instagram or Facebook at official Gabrielle Regina, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.